Hello, how is everybody doing today? Just gonna go ahead and make sure our stream quality is set up here pretty well. And it looks like we are currently cooking. So hello, welcome to today's Lead Sites live session. My name is Chris. I will be talking to you guys about how to set up a Facebook ad today that is revolved around retargeting. So this is gonna be mostly done within the Facebook Ads Manager. We're also going to be talking a little bit about, specifically, where you should be targeting that ad, like a squeeze page or something along those lines. So we're just going to kind of dive into it. Again, this stream will be recorded, so we will be talking about, a few things that you can come back and review at a later date. So I've got a simple article pulled up here that we're going to start with. We're just talking about 5 simple steps to create a Facebook retargeting campaign. Now, this is a little bit of an older article, but the general knowledge in this is still something that we absolutely want to, kind of highlight. So Facebook allows us to use something called a pixel to track who is coming to your website and to reserve those folks advertising at a later date. So you can kind of see this goofy little comic right here, your website is visited. When that person hits your website, a cookie is installed, and then your ads will show on a display network, like Facebook, for example, or Google, and it will show to those visitors once they return again. So you're going to be getting kind of like a life cycle of like, okay, folks that have seen your website will see an ad for your website. You guys might be familiar with this already. It is very common in e-commerce. It is very common when you're shopping for a product, you go on the Patagonia website or something like that, you see something cool, and then you're gonna see retargeted ads for it again and again on Instagram, Facebook, that kind of thing. So as we scroll down here, we get kind of like a pretty simple 5-step process for doing it. So you're gonna want to log into Facebook, of course, into your ads manager, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I've already logged into the Facebook Ads Manager here. You're going to want to, first thing that we're going to want to start with actually is getting your pixel selected. So you want to have your retargeting pixel installed on your EasyAgentPro site. Very easy to access that. So all you're going to have to do is click into your ads dashboard. You're going to see that you get the option, for a personal ad account, maybe a real estate team ad account, and then again, anything that you want to do. So just make sure you have the right one selected. I'm just going to do it for my personal ad account for now. You're going to click on Facebook ads in the upper left-hand corner, and then pixels. Now this is going to load what is called the Events Manager, which can be a little bit confusing, but all we want to do is create a pixel, which we've already done here. And the way that you you would have an option to create a pixel if you didn't already have one set up. So you want to view your setup instructions, which will basically give you the code here. So then you can just click on this, manually add your code to the website, and it's going to give you your base code here. You're going to see, you can turn on advanced matching. You don't have to do that. And then you also have like a little section here to test your code. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy my code. I'm going to go back into our EasyAgentPro website here. I'm going to go to the app section. And then I'm going to scroll down to the Pixels app, all the way down here at the bottom. In the Pixels app, you're going to see that there is just simply right here an area to place your pixel code. So all I'm going to do is paste that in. It's going to be about 18, 17 lines like that. Boom, and then we're done. I'm going to go ahead and save it. And then if we go back out to the Facebook pixel code here, we can actually go ahead and we can test our code. So I'm going to go ahead and view my site. And this is our demo site. I'm going to go ahead and copy my URL there. I'm going to send some test traffic to it. And as you can see, it's still processing. Boom. So as we can see, our code is now active. So that means that you will be receiving data within the Facebook ads dashboard for folks that come on to your EasyAgentPro site. So I'm just going to go ahead and close this right now. And again, if you guys have any questions, we have our chat on the right-hand side. Just go ahead and pop any questions that you might have in there in particular. It's going to be right in YouTube, right here. I'll go ahead and drop a test message in there so you guys can see it. Great. So now that we have our pixel set up, we can just kind of dive right into it. So if we wanted to create an ad, we're going to go ahead and click Create Ad. We're going to see the Ads Manager. Now, typically with Facebook, when you create an ad, you would do a couple things. You would select an audience, maybe within a specific geographical area, something along those lines. That's definitely, an option as well. Today, we are going to select an audience that is specifically folks that have visited the site before. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that you don't want to make this your first ad that you ever run, because if you have not had any traffic to your website, you're not going to really be spending your money that wisely. So if you are at all familiar with Facebook, you know that you can target people that are potentially interested in real estate. You can exclude real estate agents. You can do a bunch of stuff like that. Maybe run a weekend or two's worth of ads for a little bit, just to see if you can get a little bit of traffic going. Set up some email drip campaigns, get your blog posts emailed out to your visitors. You can easily do that within the EasyAgentPro CRM. You want to have a little bit of traffic before you do a retargeting campaign. That way, you actually have some, an audience to work with in that regard. So as you can see, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to set up our campaign goal here. For this one in particular, we're going to do traffic. We always say to do traffic, you want to send as many people to a destination as possible, which is exactly what traffic is for. We're going to go ahead and name our campaign here. It's going to be called Retargeting Demo. You do not want to do a split test. Campaign budget optimization. We're going to go ahead and turn that off. If you had this on, it would budget it across all of your ad sets. Daily budget, we're going to go ahead and do a lifetime budget. That's something to keep in mind here too. So you have a daily budget, which will run in perpetuity, or a lifetime budget, which will be your maximum cap. So if you were just going to run an ad over the weekend, just pop in $50 for the whole weekend. You got to be careful because you might end up spending a lot of money if you get those budgets wrong. If you say that your lifetime budget is $700, Facebook is going to run the ad for $700 worth of budgeting. That could be 3 weeks. It could be 2 days. Depends on what area you're in. But you want to be really careful that you're not just popping in, a large number there. So I'm not even going to run this one, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and click continue. Now we're going to see, choose where you want to drive your traffic. It's obviously going to be to a website. In this section, in that regard, it's going to be a squeeze page. Dynamic creative. Provide individual assets like images and headlines and automatically generate optimized and creative combinations for your audience. Leave that off for now. Offer. Drive more conversions by creating an offer people can save and get reminders about. We're also going to leave that off for now. So what we are going to do, however, is we're going to go ahead and create a new audience. And this is where we're going to hop back over to our steps here. We're going to do a custom audience. And we're going to do it for people. As you can see here, you have some options, but we're going to focus on website traffic so that we're reaching people who got to your site previously. So I'm back over here. I'm going to go ahead and click into this field where it says add a previously created customer lookalike audience. I'm going to say custom audience. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to click create new and then create custom audience. And it's going to bring up this dialog box here. And as you see, we have a few options. We're going to go ahead and use website. So as you can see over here, create an audience of your website visitors. Use data captured by your Facebook pixel to reach people who took specific actions, such as adding to a cart. In our case, the specific action is going to be that they just visited the website. So we're going to go ahead and click website. We want to include people who meet any of the following criteria: all website visitors within the past 30 days. Now you can get more granular with this. You can say people who visited specific web pages. Your URL could contain, so say you had a web page, that was for, say for example, you're representing a community, the villas at Camden, the villas at spell it right, Camden Place. So what that is going to do is it is only going to match it to folks that have visited that specific URL, or a URL that had anything in that. So if you had a blog post that was about the villas at Camden Place, you might have had an Instafarm about the villas at Camden Place, et cetera, and so forth. We are just going to do people that visited the website. You can also do visitors by time spent. So you can say the top 25% of folks that have spent time on the website. That would be handy to target people that might be a little bit more serious about folks. So we are going to just do every person that visited the website in the past 30 days. We're going to call this website visitors past 30. And we are going to go ahead down here and create our audience. Our custom audience was created. It may take a few minutes for us to finish matching your customers to people on Facebook. Notify you once this process is finished. So going to go ahead and click done. As you can see, our audience size changed. So our audience definition is unavailable. That's because Facebook is still calculating how many people on Facebook have visited this website. The website being EasyAgentPro.biz. Now this is a demo website that we don't ship out to a lot of people. So chances are we are not going to see an audience size that is replicable here. That's okay though. You can also, with your custom audience, so you can take all website visitors within the past 30 days and then get detailed here for their demographics. So if you did want to go ahead and edit this so that we were looking at folks that were, perfectly within a, a real estate, real estate area, that were interested in real estate, something along those lines, you can totally do that too. I'm going to go ahead and just remove those for the time being. And so, we'll just say that this is website visitors within the last 30 days, everybody. And we're just going to go ahead, we're going to save the audience. And under placements, then you're going to kind of get into basically, everything else here. So we want link clicks. We are going to start, say we'll run it this weekend. So I'm going to start it on Friday, and we are going to run it until Monday. Nope, not March 9th. We want to do it until February 10th. And then we're just going to go ahead and click continue down here. And then this is where we actually get into the ad identity. So this is how we're actually going to go ahead and construct the ad, all that good stuff. Alex W just said, oh my God, please save the stream. Yeah, we totally are. We're recording it. It's going to be uploaded to our YouTube channel. Don't worry about it. So this is where you would actually put the ad together. I'm going to just kind of, I'm not really going to do too much with this. What I am going to do is I am going to go into Squeeze, and I'm going to pull the information for our Squeeze page. Okay, cool. And then back to this list that we have going on down here. So you would select your target, people who have visited. As you can see down here, they did, for example, anybody that looked at the blog, in the URL, anything along those lines. And then we already placed the pixel code on our site. So they have a few suggestions for making your retargeting campaign successful. In order to get the most out of your retargeting campaigns, you have to make sure you're getting your audience's attention and giving them a good reason to get back to your purchase funnel. So that's where the campaign planning comes into. So if you've had folks that have come to your site before, and let's go down here to 6 home selling tips, you might have a really interesting offer for them. You could say it could be something along the lines of discount on your closing costs. If you're going to be working with this particular real estate agent, within a specific time period. So, just make sure that your ad is really, kind of grabbing from there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this URL. As you guys know, if you're here, you probably know a little bit about Facebook ads. I'm skipping all this identity stuff. We're just doing single image or video. We're just gonna pop in the URL right there, and I'm gonna hit enter. And you can see my little beach balls spinning there. And now we have our demo here. So this is all the information that we had in the ad, our social share image, all that good stuff. And of course, you can edit this. We obviously want to track with our Facebook pixel. You can set up app events, offline events. App events are, you can add events to the app to view analytics, measure ad performance, and build audiences for ad targeting. That's a little bit advanced, a little bit of an e-commerce thing. We're not going to worry about that for now. And then finally, once you just make sure that you have Facebook pixel clicked on, and then you would click confirm to actually get the ad created. So now you would be running an ad, and it's going to be targeted at only Facebook users that have visited your website in the last 30 days. Let's go back to our audience. See if Facebook has any more information for us there. And what's really cool about the Facebook ad creator is that you're going to see little check marks here as you go through, so you can see how far you've gone. So obviously, we still have an undefined audience right now. As I explained, that is because we are using EasyAgentPro.biz, which is a demo site that we use for a lot of presentations. Reason for that, that we don't have an audience defined is because basically nobody goes to this site but EasyAgentPro employees. You're not going to have a large audience size. That may be something that you also encounter. If you guys have only had 100 visitors over the last 3 months, that's not a lot of traffic. So retargeting is really great for folks that have maybe had a lot of traffic to their site, but they haven't really had any results. So if you're an agent, you've been doing everything right, been getting a lot of traffic to the site, like you're looking at your, sorry, we're gonna go back to, you're looking at your, let's go back here to apps. You're looking at your dashboard. You're seeing a high visitor count. See, this one only has 46, not a lot in the last month. But you're seeing, 400, 500 visitors in the course of a month. Go back in there, create an ad, target folks in the last 3 months, see if you can get a little bit of action going on. It is just a really great tool that Facebook provides for us and works really well. So I'll open up the floor now for any questions you guys might have. I know that Alex W had asked if we were going to save this stream. We absolutely will. Please let me know if you guys have any other questions about this. I'll just kind of be hanging here for a moment or two. And if we don't have any questions, we are going to go ahead and call that for the day. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. As I said, this will be available up on our on our YouTube channel, and you guys can review at any time. So let me know if you have any questions in the future. You can reach me at chris@easyagentpro.com, and hopefully we'll be talking to you soon. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.